Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are back in Final Fantasy 11, and we are here. So, a few things have changed since I last played. I went and leveled up some jobs. So, taking a look at our characters here, we're going to talk to our Moogle here. Change jobs. I need to change jobs that I have currently right now. So, I have leveled up my White Mage and my Black Mage up a bit. So everything's more is a bit of a higher level now. I haven't leveled up everything because of a couple reasons. Number one, I wanted to not try and spend too much time leveling things up until I kind of unlock more areas and get things going. Number two, back when I originally played, if you went to the next area, which is after you did Valkyrie Dunes, you would normally go off to Quiffham Island. The problem is that a lot of times when you went to there, if I remember correctly, as soon as you walked into Quiffham Island, you actually would start a quest chain. And I can't remember if it was Chains of Promathia or if it was Rise of the Xylart. One way or another, you started up a quest. I didn't want to do that off screen with you guys. Ma F, please come on in. We just started. Come in and join me while I start doing this. And the last thing, number 3, is that there's some stuff that we have to do in Selbina before we continue on. And that stuff I wanted to have on stream. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be following some of these guides here. So we're going to be doing that, as well as we're going to be starting up Sandoria's mission quests today. So since we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and talk to a couple people. So yes, here we are. We're going to get going. Okay. This stream is going to be busy because we've got lots of things that we can actually activate and do today, so I want to get that stuff done. Down the volume a little bit so I can hear myself think a little bit. Travel back to one of our favorites. We're going to travel back to South Sandoria 1. This home point here. Yes. We are going to go ahead and talk to the knight here, I believe. Okay, that's not what we're wanting to do. Did we actually talk to this guy instead? Maybe not. Let me take a quick look-see here. Ah, not even talking to the right guy. This guy. Recruit? What do you want with this gatehouse? A mission, please. Not much to work was wet behind the ears, but How about slaying orcish scouts? Only the yellowish of yearlings would run from that. Leave no work for cowards here. Take the mission, I'll be happy to explain. Here's your mission. Orcish scouts roam outside. Kill one and bring me his axe as proof. You'll have to bring me an orcish axe. No other kind will do. Understand? That is all. You'll take the mission then? I accept. Bring me one of those axes and your mission will be a success. No running away now. We have a proud country to defend. So, during the time of leveling things up, I actually got an axe. So, I need to pull in out of my satchel, I think? No. My mod case. Aha! Here we are. Let's go ahead and pull these items out because I'm going to need them for today. So, swap this back around. We're going to trade our orcish axe. For some reason, I can't say that proficiently enough. So, completing the first one, get a bunch of bonuses, and I get some fire crystals. Nice. Oh, you're back. Well, if you're so happy to defeat an orc or two, you have a long way ahead of you. Once I knew I'd be... Lord Knight, forgive this interruption, but there is something I must ask of you. Ah, okay, so this guy we saw in the previous cutscene, he was like an adventurer or something. His name is Rochefogne? Lord Knight, forgive this, let's see. I question whether the Queen truly passed away 15 years ago. Tell me, of what cause did she die? Who are you, and why do you pry with such inquiries? Please, I've traveled from far to see her highness. You've what? Very well. Listen closely. 15 years ago, Queen Luet fell to a rare sickness. She left this world before we could save her. So an illness claimed her life. Well, it's none of your concern at any rate. Even if she lived, an adventurer like you would never have seen her, much less the inside of Chateau d'Oriol. What was the name of her illness? We're not told such things. Only the royal family would know. Is that so? Well, I thank you for your kindness, proud knight of Sandor. Hey, wait! What was the matter with that adventurer? He was awfully stubborn, wasn't he? Seemed to know the late queen personally, but how could he not be aware of her death? At any rate, your work is done. Excellent form, my friend. Okay, so we got that one done. Now, what time is it? It is currently the middle of the night. Probably the best time to do this. Okay, so we can talk to him again to start the Bat Hunt mission. If you ever set foot in King Rampert's tomb, 200 years ago, a curtain fell on the golden age of Sandoria. Civil war erupted over the kingdom's hegemony. King Rampert was there to extinguish the conflict. When he died, he was interred in a great tomb south of East Ronfar. Unknown hands have defiled his grave of late. Visitors report missing gravestones and shadows twisting in the caverns. Ravaging a royal tomb is an unforgivable crime. Your orders are to investigate the tomb and determine if there is any truth to what they say. Do you understand? I accept. I implore you to make haste to King Rampert's tomb. You may find proof of grave robbers there. You wander too deeply within, and goblins might find you. Tread boldly, my friend, but do not go in over your head. All right. So, quick test here. Okay, we're all good. So, this can only happen at night. So, about halfway through the night as is, I think. I'm not positive, but I think that's the case. So, we want to see if we can hurry. We need to go out East Ronfar. So, let's go ahead and grab a... travel to current region. South Sandoria. We want that one. Yes, please. We want to go out through these gates. Now, I briefly touched East Ronfar before, but I really haven't done anything for it. So. Okay, so we're going to go outside. And we're not going to actually spawn our guys until we get into the tomb itself. Now, we need to figure out where the tomb is from here so we can get going. Now, the tomb is that direction. It's actually across the path there, so going to be on a little bit of a trek. That's okay. So, eventually we're going to get our way over to Juno and get that going, but there's some stuff that we need to do beforehand. Luckily, we have a few hours to kill, so time to be doing it. The path again. Turn to the right. We're going to head south the entire way. Luckily, nothing in this area is high enough level to actually attack us, so we won't have any issues. We're actually going to go off the beaten path and just walk straight from here. Across this big bend. So I've been in Rampart's tomb once before, not on this character though, many years ago. I think I believe I went in here actually. So when you play this game, you actually can change nations, and I believe I had actually worked on getting all of my nations up to like rank 6 or something, because I wanted to. But for the life of me, I barely can remember anything, so. So all this is going to feel, for the most part, fresh to me. We're going to work today, if possible, on getting my mount, so. There's a lot of stuff to activate today. There's plenty of things to talk about in Juno, and not just leveling. It's going to be getting the mount quest set up. It's going to be continuing the Rhapsodies missions. It's going to be starting some. We'll actually start the beginning of a couple of the later mission expansions, just to get them started, because some of them have counters that need to tick up for currencies and stuff like that. So we'll get them started so then the currency gets going, but we won't touch them again for a very long time. So alrighty, and here's the guard tower. Oh, that's how we get out. Shoot, how do we get in? Oh, the other side. Oh, gosh, I wish I'd read that map a little better. We're on the wrong spot. Question is, can I ford the river? In 14, it wouldn't be an issue. I just would swim across, you know, but in 11, far more primitive, so there's a chance that I might not be able to walk the river. If I can't walk the depth, I will be in trouble. But it looks like I might be able to. Venomous Games, Z, please come on in. Yeah, the river's easily traversed, so okay, we need to go around this. I think that's the biggest problem that a lot of these older games have, is that the ways to get in and out are not necessarily are mutually exclusive. A lot of the ruins and stuff, they will have a separate entrance and an exit, and you can't enter through the exit. You can only go through the entrance naturally. Okay. I think I have to go around this wall as well. Somewhere along here, the wall is broken enough that you can actually go through. I'm gonna need to figure out where that is. Ooh, boy. It's gonna be close. Because the bats that we need to kill only show up between 18 and 6. And it's already 2:30. So we've only got a few in-game hours, which could be the equivalent of like 10 minutes. Not great. Now that we're in here, we need to cast Trust, and we need to grab some of these characters. Trust. And we're going to grab out you as well. And Kultada. Okay. Okay. Okay, so apparently we need to go in. We need to follow the cave until we come into an open area again. So here is the entrance. And down we go. So kind of this bottom area here, A. It's kind of where we're looking here. So everything in here is too weak, for the most part. But later on, I might run into stuff that I don't want to, that might be a little bit more nasty. That's the thing with this game, is that you could go into an area that, you know, the beginning area, it's very weak. Level 10 stuff. You go deeper into the areas, you certainly hit level 70 stuff, you know. It's not... It's not stuff you want to mess around with. And there is no indication that you've suddenly walked into a high-edge zone, other than you just check out an enemy, or it attacks you, or whatever. So. Okay, now we're in this big area again. Okay. Okay, now we're supposed to go in this area and kill dingbats, I guess. And of course, everything's low enough level that Blanerol is just going to immediately nuke them with Uriel Blade. Not bad. We're on a time limit, so I'm okay with this. I got a handful of Orcish Mail Scales. Exactly the item we needed. Okay, now we need to go through the maze until you reach the King's Tomb at H10 and I10. So, the tombstone right there. Okay, let's go ahead and continue on. So we're going to take a left, swing around. Okay, and here is the gravestone. King Rampart, it is I, Orshifon. Does your majesty not remember me? Often in youth did I hear stories of your majesty's glorious reign. I long to grow into a man like the great Dragon King, Rampart. Try though I did, I have failed. I have lost everything, even the most sacred of possessions. Your majesty, please tell me, whence has the sword disappeared? Did you dismiss it? Who's there? Just an adventurer, are you? Search of tomb robbers? Well... yes, of late many of the cairns are missing. Who could it be? And for what end? Wait, the sword be here? Say not another word, Rochefort. Adventurer, look no further than bats for your proof of tomb robbery. Whoever came left much before departing. Come, Rochefort, we go. Now, we don't know who this Vadarame is, but interesting. Try to remember, can you look and see where your home point is? Home point, Selbina. Okay, so we don't want to do that. Do want to do... where is it? We want to go into our... it's not going to be in our items. We need to go to our equipment. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take this off. I'm going to use our warp ring here. Okay, this will warp us to Selbina, which is not a bad thing. We need to go to Selbina anyway, so... at this point, we're going to return to the Sandorian Gate Guard, but while we're in Selbina, there's things I can do here, so... okay, we're going to swap on our Lapis Lazuli ring again. Now, I need to take a quick look at this again. So my warp ring is not available for 10 minutes. That's okay. So, the last time we were here, the mayor wanted us to have a help with something. We needed to go get 3 things of bee pollen. I went ahead and did that after a stream last time. So now I have it here available. So this will continue our Rhapsodies mission. Okay. And the mayor should be right in here. Here he is. We're going to go ahead and trade this here. I actually got more bee pollen than needed, so but here's 3. Oh, you brought them back safely then. The Commissioner's entourage just arrived back in port. So you're Jareth, eh? I've heard about you. My friend Jareth gathered these clumps of bee pollen, just as you requested. Aye, this would just be what we ordered. Now a little tit for tat. Excellent. I think adventurers would have a use for these. So here, Jareth, for you. Best we make it down to business. Jareth, it might come as a bit of a surprise to hear this, but I'm a pirate known for roaming the vast Story Sea. Oceans to the west have a bit more stormier than usual of late, and my crew and I came across a small vessel adrift upon the tides. So, of course, I say to myself, who would have thought that such a delicate rowboat could stay whole in such terrible brew? And the whole thing started flashing red. Being the curious sailor I am, I went and investigated. Lo and behold, there's a pretty young lass lying prone along the deck. Always had quite the fondness for the color red. Figuring it might be a sign from Altana herself, I took her on the board, brought her back to meet to Norg. When she came to, the first words from her pale lips of hers were your name. So I went. You had to come with me to Norg with us. She was quite insistent on meeting you. You see, she's gone a bit of a hunger strike. Ship's docked at port, waiting to take you whenever you got your affairs in order here. I just remembered a bit of pressing engagement. I got to attend to, but I'll catch you up there. Catch with you there. I have a request. Don't breathe a word of the populace that I just aided a known pirate. Our activities aren't completely on the up and up, and as a port town, we still depend on them. While talking of aid, remember to use that item I gave you. I'm sure it'll aid you on your travels. So, what did he give me? He gave me a copper voucher. All right. Okay, so did that. Now that's not the boat we're going on, that is the ferry. Which at one point I would actually want to jump onto, but no, that's not the one that we're looking for. It's this guy. Pacomart. In this oddly shaped dinghy. We're setting sail for Nurg, landlubber. Hopefully you can handle the rough seas. Travel to Norg. Hoist the sails, mateys, we're off. What sails? Ah, Norg. Pirate stronghold and hidden very far away from prying eyes. So, we have no map. We don't know where Norg is currently. Well, I do, but that's a different part entirely. So, Norg is a place that you get to when you go to the Elshamo Isles, which would originally have been back where you leveled 20, would have been level 23, 4, 5, up to maybe 32. It gets a bit hazy at that point. So now we have this one as a location. You see a lot of people here. Let's go to other settings. We want to add this one. we've gotten this one. We will set this as a favorite because some of the jobs get unlocked here. So, Samurai does, and I think Ninja does. There's Nomad Moogles, which are the equivalent of the Moogle towns, the Moogle house ones. So, there are a couple things that I need to get in this place. I also need to look up on the new player guide. Okay. Subbing in. Okay, so I think here is that you actually need to get, there's a couple places. In this area that you actually need to be, known for Nord. So, can't remember where I saw it in the guide. We'll worry about it later. I think there's a couple places that you can actually go in terms of getting home points. So, whoa! Getting some major lag there. Ah, there's our second spot. As well as books. Okay. So I got a survival guide. Good. So we will come back here because a Gilgamesh is actually important to a couple bits of story. So, let's see here. We need to go to... Okay. So I got the books. Go this way to go talk to Norg. No, we're in Norg. Go to talk to Gilgamesh, I think. Oaken door at K8, this one. Maybe not. It's this guy, I believe, is for the samurai. This oaken door. Did you just bump out of waves on your way here? No matter. The boss will be waiting inside for you. Oh, look who decided to join us. Master. I'm both humbled and honored to be able to exchange words with you once more. I have followed your instructions to the letter. Months upon years have I toiled, seeking guidance from both man and the heavens, never once letting my training or dedication falter. All this I have done so that we may meet once again. Unworthy though your disciple Iroha may be, her words and emotions are true. Master? You got krill in your ears, boy? She's calling you her master. What kind of master runs around forgetting who their pupils are? You mean to say you don't remember her at all? What's all this malarkey? I'm not getting angry with him. It's only natural that he does not remember me. I have wholly lost track of what year this is. 884, correct? This time is many, many years before I came to be, and my presence in here is somewhat of an anomaly. You hit your head before I found you adrift or something? You mean to say that you haven't been born yet? And how did you get here? I came from an age far in the future when Vandal stands on a precipice. The Master's the only one who can guide me. You mean to say that Jeth is this master of yours? that outfit you're wearing. I wish you were born in the Far East. That's correct. I'm the guardian of the... I'm going to butcher this, unfortunately. Raisenjima Sanctorium, and have a strong link with the heavens as its chief priestess. Particulars of the Eastern faith, a bit more foreign to the rest of us, Beltana remains a central figure even there. So that'd make you a religious authority then. Let me guess, the power of the spirits sent you back to our time? They sent me adrift so that I might prevent the darkness which has engulfed my era. What's this then? Tell me a bit more? You're gonna have to be a bit more straightforward then. Does this mean that the beastmen end up victorious in the end, or is it something far more nefarious? Master, do I have your leave to show them our reality? That's probably best. By your will. In the age from whence I hail, Vandal is gripped in the vice of fear. In my homeland, we refer to it as emptiness, a blanket of darkness that infects all it touches. Master and his comrades strove tirelessly for a brighter future, and their tale is known by all in time. Many months and years pass. I came to be in this world and trained diligently under the Master's gentle hand, yet it's not long before the skies begin to cloud, both figuratively and literally. It descended like a thick miasma, stifling the land under a blanket of silence. Looked in the Master's eyes and could see the truth. My homeland was not the only victim. Quan, Medardia, Adolin. So Rhapsodies is done something after the Seekers of Adolin. So this is kind of covering all places. So Quan is the major continent that we're currently on. The other one is Mendardia. And times were upon us, and both man and the gods were powerless to stop it. But then, how did you survive? Master and my father sacrificed themselves. My mother is from an island known as Raisenjima, the land where the final struggle took place. Vanquishing the emptiness was but a fantasy. It was all I could do to erect a barrier to halt its advance. A Pyrrhic victory, indeed, as the walls of Rajuri's Sanctorum could do naught but echo back my own solitary cries. I was trapped for several years when a spirit descended from the heavens to alight on a nearby brazier. Yeah, I always say that wrong. She told me that there was only one speck of hope that could save us. Told me that, let's see, the Master. I was to find the Master and join my light with his. Okay. Spirits opened a path for me, guiding me back here, at this point in Vandal's history. I'd like you to have this, lest I forget to do it at a later juncture. Okay. What you told me, there will be many trials posed to you before you finally set foot in the lands you know today as the Far East. Keep this at your side, and the path will remain open to you, always. Follow its guidance and will lead you unfailingly to my time. However, now just hang on a minute. If you just follow it without doing anything else, we just end up in your apocalyptic future where you're the only one left alive, right? That is correct. However, the Master certainly has the capacity to experience both futures, one with the emptiness and one without. Please find a way to... I cannot stay long. Oh. What blazes? I can't make heads or tails of the whole thing. Think she's telling the truth? This warrants further study. I'll see if my agents can pick up on it. So that's Aldo. We don't really know Aldo, but he had the same name as the little kid in the trailer thing at the beginning of the game, so maybe it's him. Never been too good at dealing with complex twists and turns. Give me some time to collect my thoughts. Okay. So, did that. Where do we go to next? Click on the door in Norik for cutscene. Go ahead and click on this again. Maybe there's something in that tale Ira spun. There have been more than oddities happening of late. All matter of never-before-seen beasts, people getting lost in places that look familiar or somehow a bit off, and so much more that I could mention. First, I figured the Beastmen were behind it all, but now I'm not so sure. We gotta take stock of the situation and dig up any common threads. Ideally, you'd be wanting to talk to my daughter, Lion. Bit of a tomboy, that one, but there's none in the Middle Lands that could match her clue-gathering skills. That's a small question of where she ran off to this time. We made Norgar headquarters about 30 years ago. She bolted out of here a couple days ago. Starting that the best way to ascertain the Beastmen Confederate's plans was to put out feelers amongst allies in the three nations. It stands to reason, then, that she's either in Bastoke, Sandoria, or Windhurst. And you might run across her during the course of some Beastmen-related missions. Head back to your home nation and follow up on that thread first. Okay, so, got a bunch of things, including this very personal and very important one, Rhapsody in White. So, what this does, this gives me a 30% boost in experience and limit point gains. Limit points are for later. And 100% increase to combat skill gains. Fantastic. I can also get another slot for my trust, so I can now summon 4 over 3. Home point reduction is done by 80%, so it'll cost me 80% cheaper to go there, as well as the Curio Vendor Moogles will have items that I can buy. And then there's also reduction of amount of gil and tabs consumed by survival guides, so the repatriation and the field recipes and the white magic there. So I can get those. It's fantastic. Okay, I can't continue on with Rhapsodies at the moment. We have to get to rank 3 in the home nation. So we're going to go back to Sandoria and go talk to and get the mission finished up. So we're going to go do that now. Always curious when I see a lot of people standing around NPCs. It's like, will I have to talk to them at some point? Anyway, we can't get to Norg normally for a long time, so that's why I wanted to make sure I grab the home points and everything, because I want to be able to come back here whenever I want to. Because if I don't do it now, I won't do it until I unlock Elshimor Islands, and that requires a bunch of missions done, so... We're now going to go ahead and travel. Now, this normally would have probably cost me a lot of money, but now that we're going back to Sandoria, South Sandoria, we want to go back to the entrance here. It's only going to cost me... I'd like to teleport. It only cost me 100 gil. Now, for anybody who's watching previously, to go from Sandoria to Selbina, which is actually a fairly short trip, was 500. And as far as I know, on the world map, Elshimor Islands is below Mindardia. It's across the world. So the fact that I was able to do only 100 gil of transport, very effective. Actually, if it was only 100, it was 80%, that would have been, well, it could have been close to 1,000, but yeah. Now let's see. We can also talk to Rolandine. I want to trade her the... Where is that? Where is it? The copper vouchers. That is for having later. Okay, she now has 5 of them. Fantastic. Let's go talk to Adrasian over here. And we're going to trade the orcish male scales. So, you got this from bats in King Rampare's tomb? See, this actually belonged to an orc. What could orcs want with the tomb? At any rate, your mission is over. Speak not a word of this to another. Sworn to secrecy. Ooh. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, we're going to go on to the next mission, which is 1-3, Save the Children. The recruit's back in. I'm sorry, but I have no time for you today. Oh, who am I fooling? Of course I could use your help. Have you not heard? Orcs came and kidnapped some children. We think they're keeping them in their lair in Gelsba. Why, not long ago came ill news from the cathedral. A boy training to be a friar went near Gelsba and did not return. His name was Tedemaut. The royal knights would march to his rescue, but Prince Tryon is away in the north and cannot give the order. Prince, I don't know how to say that. Pioj is in earnest deliberations over whether to send temple knights instead. It seems his efforts are focused upon saving the children, but no matter. We need knowledge of the enemy. We must visit the cathedral and ask what this boy looks like. Okay, so now we need to go into North Sandoria. Oh, quickly, before we do anything, go to quest. Why am I hearing all weird sound effects and stuff? Oh, it's probably the copy of Lifeform Study somebody's using. Okay. Yeah, it's somebody using an item. See, that's the noise I'm hearing. Okay. So we've got some stuff here. Okay, how much have I got? I've got 7,500 sparks. That's not bad. Okay. So, we need to go to North Sandoria. We need to go into the cathedral, actually. So. Sandoria, Northern Sandoria. We have the entrance over there. Let's go ahead and grab... Yeah, let's do that. That's kind of the centralized area. I think the cathedral's right there. Sort of feeling a little raw. I haven't talked this much on stream lately. Didn't help that I spent about an hour giving someone a new Xbox player some help in Helldivers 2 today. The moat and the cathedral. Fantastic. Right over here. Man, I remember those funnel pap parties in Garloch Citadel. Yeah, it was a booger to get over there, and it was a booger to fight stuff there. At some point, we actually will go to Garloch Citadel. Okay, so, this is the cathedral. We need to go talk to somebody, Arnau. Who's right there. Oh, an adventurer. If you're here for the Sermon of the Gates of Paradise, beseech the friar standing at the narthex. Say you came on behalf of the Temple Knights. You want to know about Tedemaut? Aye, mate. Altana bless thee. Yes, Tedemaut was a friar in training. Oft would he enter the woods of Ronfar in search of wild herbs for the making of teas and medicines. Ever did I warn him against going alone, for the trees can hide predators, and worse. Claimed that the blue robes of the clergy would protect him. It seems his faith was ill-placed. I fear that orcs took him. Horror he must be facing now. Each morning and night I pray to the goddess of the dawn to deliver him from their clutches. Ah. Why? Prince Piaget. And Pasque Chamande. Orciske Arno, I've come to talk to you about the missing acolyte. Seems his disappearance may not have been of the orcs' doing after all. That is correct, Your Highness. I hear that Tinnabut sometimes went to the forest to look for herbs. Let us not jump to conclusions. Perhaps Tinnabut set out on his own. For extended hike, for example. Temple Knights are sent out only in special cases. First, we must know more. You speak the truth, Your Holiness. The Citadel cannot be emptied of special knights for so uncertain a cause. I understand, of course. However, if it is true that Tinnabut did happen to be kidnapped by orcs, surely we could not simply let him die. No, of course not. I have decided to send an adventurer. If he finds that orcs do hold the boy, then the Temple Knights will be there to claim him. I understand, Your Highness. I am very thankful. By the way, who have you been talking with? Your Highness, Jedith here is on an errand from the Knight of that gatehouse. He came to ask about Tinnabut. Well, that's perfect. I shall order you to undertake this mission. Infiltrate Yelspa and determine whether they hold this Tinnabut captive, or if they keep prisoners in a small hut somewhere. Once you know, notify a Temple Knight. I'll go. I'm probably butchering these names, these titles and stuff. From what I understand, I think a lot of the names in the Elven language actually follow French vocalization. So I very much could be saying these incorrectly. I don't know because there's no voice acting in this game to correct me, so. Okay, so we gotta fight 3 orcs apparently. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna go ahead and run back over here. Oh, before I go anywhere, I need to make sure that I get the right. I need to make sure I have the map to this place. Map. Change the map. Ronfaure. Good, have it. Just gonna run out here to West Ronfaure. After we do this mission, I believe I will head to Juneau to unlock some areas so that I can go level up things in between streams. Once again, the whole reason why I didn't do that off stream is I'd like to have that Oz record in video as well as have you guys be able to see it. So this is something that I tend to do whenever I play games that have a story, is I try not to touch story unless I'm on stream, because I want you guys to be able to see it, as well as have record. Especially for a game like this, pretty important to have the story stuff available, because making a whole new character, it actually costs money. It actually costs me payment to actually do that. So, as opposed to playing other games where there's a possibility of making a new character and it's not necessarily that bad. So. Okay, so walking past all the orcish guys. You'll see this symbol. All the beast tribes have something similar. It's a different symbol, I believe. But yes, this is you'll see stuff like this anytime you try going near a beastman location. So Gelshpa Outpost is the closest to Sandoria. There's actually another one specifically that you go to that is the main stronghold. And I believe that's in Drugnar Forest. So I don't remember what the name is, but yeah, you will eventually go there, I'm sure. All right. We are now in Gelshpa Outpost. So this will be our location that we need to go to. We're going to go ahead and summon our trusts. So. We'll grab Kotara.
Welcome to the Lancers.
Okay, just had a bot pop in. I need to figure out something for that. Okay, trust. Now we can also add one more. Who do we add? We'll do Mayakov. Mayakov is a dancer type. So he will cast Drain Samba, which will allow us to continue on. Which will make it so then whenever we hit an enemy, we will basically drain health. Actually a really nice ability. Now. Okay, prepare to fight 3 orcs. Okay, we need to go to G10. G10 is there. There's supposedly a hut here that we can go to. So. Let's make our way in that direction. Now, I don't know what level things are here. We probably won't get attacked in this first area. Yeah, 2 weeks to be worthwhile. So. But I believe there's only one singular hut. That one. So there is that one over there. Hut door. Save the children. Okay, so it's entering a battlefield. We've got 10 minutes to fight these guys. Smells like people. People! Get them! Throw into sheep hut! Looks like I can't call back those characters, which is annoying. Okay, so here's our secondary characters. Here they come. Dead. Not hard at all. You think you won? Your time soon end. Your day is numbered. Me say so. Okay, so we're gonna check the hut door a second time. Wait! Let's try on. You're the adventurer that Petio sent, are you not? Bravely have you fought against the orcs. Well done! On behalf of my spineless brother, I thank you. He had not the strength to save one boy, and so sent an adventurer in his stead. Indeed, he has stirred upon the name of House Dor Andrew Law. Well, enough blather. Let us save the boy. Open the door. Is anyone here? Why, Your Highness! Your Tenamont from the cathedral? Yes, it's me. Truly, I'm grateful you came, Your Highness. I'm relieved he seems well. I will bring the boy back to Sandoria. You have my thanks, adventurer. I will inform the guards of your deeds. Now, let us be off. Okay. So, since that's the case, I believe we can go ahead and swap out to a warp ring to get us out of here. Put the warp ring on. Wait 8 seconds. And we warp out of here. It'll take us back to Selbina, but that'll work. Let the area load. Travel to Sandoria. We want to go to North Sandoria. Now, I actually don't have to do this, but there is another... there is another cutscene if I go back to Arno. I'll begin shortly. Should you have any questions, kindly beseech the friar at the narthex. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. I actually need to talk to a gate guard. It was a little too quick. Travel to Sandoria. South Sandoria entrance. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and change our home point to here, so I can warp right back to Sandoria. Okay. Strider just informed me of your handiwork. You've done beautifully. Due to your exemplary contributions, Sandoria hereby recognize you as an adventurer of rank 2. But do not let it go to your head. This certification is only valid in Sandoria. Work hard and better things will come, my friend. Someday your name will be known to our allies as well. Oh, and one more thing. The Vicesk of the cathedral said he wants to thank you on behalf of the boy. So I got to rank 2. Fantastic. And now we can go have that that other cutscene right there. Oh, we also want to do travel to another home point. Elshamo Low, Norg. Add to favorites. Okay. Okay, let's go quickly do that. You have my eternal thanks for saving Teraba. Thank you, Jazz. I can do is pray for adventurers. Please, let me pray for you too. May light shine upon thy path, and may the gates of paradise open to you. So, Tenma has returned. Found that meddling adventurer. Oh. So... that's interesting. Okay. Now, we can continue on doing the quests, but we're going to do a couple things first. Let's go ahead and talk to Sandoria, South Sandoria, entrance, Yith. Now, I need to talk to somebody here. So I need to talk to Herbalang here. And I can join. Oh, could win my heart over by setting the all-for-one record to eminence objective. All right, no need to get snippy. Tutorial. All for one. Here we are. That's the objective. Okay, so we've got obtaining a license there. We're gonna go ahead and remove some of these. So I was setting these while I was leveling things up. It's gonna change based on where we're going now. Based on what we attack and stuff like that. So these can go away. And the honey, sleep shroom, wild onion, the beehive chip, dark crystal. Okay, that's a little better. My sweetie, is that an awful one you have set there? It sure is. Hooray! I love people who are direct and to the point. It's telling me one thing. You have an interest in Unity Concord. How do I participate in it? Oh, I bet you say that's all the Unity Concord guides. Okay, stop flirting. Getting started is very simple. Press its tummy and watch it squeal like a man made out of bread dough. This device is known as a Concord doll. A doll has brought us together, closer together than two people are ever meant to be. Perhaps that's a tad over the top, but the doll is a symbol of your participation in Unity Concord. This is developed by the Adventurous Mutual Aid Network. Amon, let me explain. Unity Concord brings together people of like mind to share wonderful experiences with each other, both on and off the battlefield. And you are now to be part of this wonderful organization. No, it would make me elated if you were to choose a Unity leader. Go on now. So, you have a bunch of options of who you can get here. I have been told that if you need a healer, the one to go for is Pururu. So we're going to pick that one. Pururu's Unity, correct? That's where you want to stay until I can woo you over to mine? Yes. Now squeeze your Concord doll, close your eyes, and think pleasant thoughts of your new Unity leader. Hello, good adventurer. You may call me Pururu. I've been selected to serve as the head of Unity Woonity. And can I ever say, as the head of the monastery, there can be no greater honor than... All right, now the Cardigan workshop can finally turn something resembling a Profitaru. This is absolutely wonderful. Now we have money, all thanks to Pururu. Hey, it's not like I was making bank wank. Some of this stuff is weird. Putting that aside, welcome to the Unitaru. We can do together what we couldn't individually. So we will get into that stuff eventually. To say the least, a lot of the Tarus will do like naming and rhymes and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll get introduced to that. Did your introduction go well? Really are fabulous creations with being able to converse over long distances. This can be used to talk with others belonging to the same unity. Marhake knows that you value that doll more than you do me. I hardly know you, woman. Come on. That's okay. I won't keep you from talking with your friends. If you like them so much, why don't you just like the chat settings from Unity info from the Unity section of the status so when you let all your feelings out? Sorry. Your false apologies will get you nowhere! Now go off, Unity, and leave me to wallow in peace. Okay, because so I got Concord doll. So, what this does, if I remember correctly, Okay, so I have a Puru's guide now. So I believe... Go into status, Unity info. So we'll turn off the chat for the time being, I think. So ranking results. So as of right now, I'm ranking 4 points. I need to be partial ranking 5 results. I don't have a personal evaluation. I have a partial personal evaluation. Okay. So based on the points, you have to get so many of these, but you see they've got points here. Okay. Partial ranking results. Okay. So unfortunately, I don't fully understand the point of the Uni quests, so to speak. When you're part of a Unity, you have access to that particular trust, but you have to do so much playing and contributing to the Unity for it to count. So I don't have them yet, but I will at some point. Now, let's see. So I got to the Unity. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. How to participate. Okay. Record of evidence under the Unity section of the menu. This will earn player the most accolades. Other objectives are not Unity. So give a small amount of accolades. Players 30 objective limits. Okay. So Unity accolades by Unity-based record objectives. So if we go into our quests here, objective list, there should be one for Unity. Unity, here we are. So here's the shared. So level sync to enemies. Talk to comrades in Unity chat. The designated number of times party messages do not count. So I don't know how to start the Unity chat. But it's going to be... So it's basically the accolades are like a different version of Sparks, more or less. So we can set this up to be other stuff. There's lizards to do. There's vanquish vermin, physical damage. There's birds. Succeed in performing alchemy, fish catching, harvesting. Enemies with the Unity leader. The company of the Unity leader alter ego. Okay. Interesting. Okay. And then we keep going. For the ones specifically, you can spoils of Sarata cotton. Conflict. Enemies in Brett de Henatail. No idea. Vanquish Magigoras. Getting magic bursts. And defeating and subjugating Juduzu the Whirlwind, which is a notorious monster. Then we have a lot more of the notorious monsters. A lot of those I'm not going to be even available to do because they're all very high level. They recommend level 135, so can't even do that yet. Okay. Once 50,000 accolades have been earned in a tally period, the Unity leader is available to call as a trust alter ego. They will remain available, however, if not enough accolades are earned in a period, they can eventually be lost. The list of ego there. Tapping in the... So we can do U. First Unity. I am not participating in the Unity chat, so I will have to go back and change that. Status. Unity. Unity info. Active in the chat. Maximum number of people are already participating in the Unity chat. Please try again later. Oh, boo. I'm not participating in a Unity chat. Okay, so it looks like I have to do it at some other point. Having said all that, Unity stuff is now available. And at some point, I can change it to be another Unity. So, don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we are now going to worry about heading off to Juno. So let's take a look here. So if we go to the map, change map. Actually, I don't get to see I don't get to see a world map, do I? That makes it a little annoying, but not particularly weird. So we can now do a bring me to a wanted encounter area. We're gonna go ahead and do a level 125 Talia Downs. Just don't be surprised if I found someone else by the time you're back. I think that's okay, girl. So I currently have 2,000 accolades. We'll pay 1 to get us over to Juno. Okay, so wonderful. Okay, so now we cross the Artisan Bridge and we'll be in Juno. We are now in Juno. Fantastic. So, talk to this. Fantastic. We now have a home point in Juno. So we don't have to do that again. Go back into here. Status, Unity, info. Can we activate the chat? Okay, so we're going to say hi to people. So I got that done. Just wished everybody to have they're going to have a good week. Fantabulous. Now, so having people say hi and all that jazz, wonderful. Oh, this brings back a lot. This brings back a lot of memories. It does. Okay, so there's some things that we can do while we're here in Juno. We're gonna go ahead and get that stuff checked off. So, well, we're gonna go and run over here. We're gonna work on getting ourselves some home points set up and getting all the things checked off. Now, because I did that, and I don't really need to have Unity going otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the Unity chat. So, number one, people have access to it, as well as, and all that good stuff. So, these are Guidestone. So, if you look at it, facing up, Rulud Gardens, and down is Lower Juno. We're going to go talk to all of these. Some of these are going to be more important than others. Let's go up to Rulud Gardens very quickly and unlock the stuff here, because this is the highest point in Juno. I've got some burps. I apologize. I might have to mute myself at some point so I'm not just causing a fuss. All right. Oh my goodness, I'm here after all these years. Looks just how I remember it. Okay, found a home point. Okay, there's a home point up over here by the Duke's Palace. We'll be coming back here a few times, kind of this back area, because of a very infamous character that we will have to meet multiple times. Explore Moogle over here. Here's all the here's the embassies. So you can go in Juno. Juno is a neutral party. It's a whole nother nation entirely. So coming to the nation here, you're able to get stuff like Signet reactivated again, I think. Okay. Okay, there's another telepoint. Now, the reason why this place is so important is because when you do Dynamis later on, this is one of the zones that you go to. So. So on the maps, you're able to make your own marker locations and stuff. She's actually doing some of this for me. Whether I keep them is debatable. Okay, Port Juno is where you're able to travel to all the different places after you get an airship pass, which I will not have yet. I'm not spending the money to get one. I'm going to be unlocking it. So, survival guide here. Fantastic. It's a hunt one. That's a hunt registry. Good. Now, I always liked this particular this particular Mog house because it's an elevator. So you click on this, you step onto here, and it goes down into a Mog house. We're not going to go in there quite yet. Let's go ahead and head back down to Juno. Travel to another home point. We want to go back to Juno Upper. And we want to go to the Mog Point. Yes. So before they had the home points be what they are now, the fastest way to move around town was to actually move in and out based on the Mog House. We will unlock that quest eventually because it's just easy, honestly. But that's what we'll be doing. So, and that happens for all the big nation cities. So Cindoria has one. Bastok has one, Windhurst has one, Juno has one. Those are the main areas. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure that some of the other nation states have them, but the only one that we really have is Aragon, and that's the third expansion. So that'll be a little ways off. Okay, so now I got this one. Now, for all of those of you who have played 14, this should look familiar. Yes, this is the Juno part that you go to as part of the 24-man quest now. The 24-man raids. Sweepstocks, back corner, just like there normally are. Here's the fountain that I've sat many hours at. There's a Porter Moogle there. Now, we want to go into the Chamber of Commerce because there is a map person here. This is the one we don't want to care about this airship pass. We want to talk to Darcia, though. Oh, we can't access Darcia yet. Magical maps for sale. Okay, so we want to take a look at the maps that we have here. So these are maps that I have not been able to buy previously. I will come back to these and get the maps that are prevalent to me in terms of like quests and stuff at a later time. We do have a map of Norg. So let's go ahead and get that map so we know where we are in Norg. And because these cost 3,000 each, it'll drain my pockets pretty quickly. Badai, please come on in. We've made it to Juno. We're unlocking things. Nashmal. All kinds of places. So we're not going to worry about any of that stuff for the time being. I will come back and get those eventually. Here's the auction house. Now. There are some things that we need to unlock here. Yes. Okay, we will work on getting a mount. Okay, we can get, apparently we can get 2 new trusts once we get to rank 3, we can get a couple new trusts. We're not going to worry about that quite yet. Yeah, there's a couple things that we can do. So let's go ahead and run around and grab other stuff. So, unfortunately, kind of have to walk all the way to the end of Lower Juno. But yeah, this was very different to be walking along here in the original game when I actually just walked in this area just the other week in 14. It's very different. And it feels smaller. 11 feels smaller than 14's. Okay. There's our teleport. So now we can travel back to Juno. Lower Juno. Back to the Mog House. Yes. Go ahead and walk down again. Pardon me. I apologize. All this talking has probably upset my stomach just a little bit. I have a tangerine here. I might have one just to kind of settle my stomach a little bit more. Okay, Port Juno. This is a big location. Okay, unlocking Port Juno. Down those stairs is towards Quiffum Island. We'll go there eventually. Now, let's see here. Starting some clocks. Okay. Okay, I actually can't activate that stuff until I get to level 30. So, okay. So here's Joachim. Yep, I already have the trust of him. But he's the guy we'll talk to when we reach level 30. Not 30 yet, so can't quite do it. No, we will get very well acquainted with Port Juno. There's a lot of things you can do with Juno. Okay. Fantastic. I got all this stuff set up. Now that we've done that, we have a couple of things that we need to do, I think. So we need to go back up to travel to another home point. We need to travel back up to Upper Juno. Which one's closer? Probably the entrance one. Okay, we're now working on getting our mount unlocked, because that will make it so much better. Now, unlocking our mount. Let's take a look here. Okay, we need to talk to Brutus, who is this guy underneath the awning, I believe. Hey, what are you staring at? Haven't you ever seen Chocobo before? Chocobos may be tame creatures now, but they originally came from the wild. The thing was once covered in wild chocobos. Flocks of them used to dart about the plains. That's why they love it when you take them back there. It runs through their blood. Looks like it's feeding time. No, think of Brutus. Sneak the chocobo outside. It looks like it's not going to let me do it otherwise, so yeah. Ooh, chocobo's always acting up like they're starving. What's this? One of the chocobos is gone. I never thought I'd see the day. Would he have misunderstood what you were talking about earlier? That chocobo always was a smart one. I wouldn't be surprised if he did understand and went off in search of his wild companions. But wild chocobos don't exist anymore. That chocobo was raised in a stable. He doesn't realize how harsh the world is out there. What if you're attacked by some despicable creature? Please help me bring him back. Okay. So I believe that starts as a quest. I want to check here. Chocobo on the loose. Yep. Okay, give me a second here. What's your problem? You want to ride a chocobo? That's so. I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a try, would it? Of course you do. Nowadays, everyone wants to ride a chocobo. It's a golden opportunity for you to step into the wide, wonderful world of avian delight. And again, you young peoples have a tendency to throw creatures away without a moment's thought. That's why there's more chocobos living out in the wild now than I ever dreamed as a kid. You wouldn't dream of committing such a terrifying act, though, would you? Nope, never. Of course you wouldn't. Still, I can't grant you permission to ride so easily. The Vanadil Chocobo Society would never allow it. I've got it. See that fine creature over yonder? If she takes to you, I'll let you ride her. Good luck, kid. Okay, so now I have to get 4 things of Gosbit grass. Okay, and I can get it from 3 different places. I can get it in Dongrafwadi, which is far away, the Meritod Mountains, or Devgrati. So that's kind of our closest location. So we haven't been to Bastok yet. This is going to take a little bit of a hike. Now, at level 20, I'm pretty sure I'll be okay, but that's still debatable. Where do I find the is there a Curio Moogle in town? If not, I can always travel. Go to Port Sandoria, and he is right at the... Is he at the mod point? I think he is. What we need is we need a little bit of a... We need some stuff that makes us go invisible. So, Curio Moogle. Aha! So we need scrolls, materials, equipment, various key items. Medicines, I think? Ah, prison powders, yes. Let's grab a stack. Because these will be useful in large options. So any stack of these is not a bad thing. How much money do I have now? I now have... I think it's under my profile, isn't it? Currencies. I have a bunch of conquest points. It's nice. Oh my gosh, look at all the currencies. Oh yeah. $17,000. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, we're going to travel to another home point. We're going to go back to Juno. Back to Juno, I said. Go to Port Juno, and we're going to do the entrance. Yes. Now, to check, I need to make sure that I have the maps that I need. Let's check our map quick. Change map. Okay, I believe we have what we need. Okay, good. Oh, and we need to set our home point here. So if something goes bad, I can always just warp back here, I think. Let's do that first. Set this as home point. Yes. Good. So if I do get killed or something like that, far more likely that I'm going to be able to be okay. Okay, so we're going to run all the way across here, all the way to the other side where the Meritop Mountains is, but I'm going to grab that book while we're on the trail. So, items. Let's go ahead and put ourselves up with the items that we have. I think we can go as far as the gates over here, and then we're in wild territory, so save ourselves a few seconds of the items before we do anything silly. There's a field manual. Huh. What are you guys doing here? Surprising to see you here. You weren't there originally. Okay. Okay, we're in wild territory, and everything around here is going to be... See, incredibly tough. Far higher than I have. I think everything in this area is in 30s. So, oh gosh, yeah, that goblin smithy. It's getting close. Okay, items. Wait, did I not get the... Where are the items? Did I not get them? Yes, where did my pinches of prism powder go? Oh, there they are. I'm silly. Okay, so we want to do silent oil first. A little bit of sneak. And then we're going to take ourselves invisible with the prism powder. Oop. Okay, so now we can't be seen or heard. Now, this is not completely... This does not make me completely unseeable. There are creatures that are true hearing and true sight, meaning they can still see you through invisibility and stuff like that. Nothing in these areas is going to be of that make. This place always looks like it's just the setting for a battlefield now, doesn't it? So now we're getting away from the lush green of the Quan continent, and now we're getting into a bit of the arid zones. So, evil weapon, nasty things. When we head into Quiffum Island, we will also have to do that. We'll also have to sneak past some of the stuff to get in there. So, expecting that to be the case. So, if you saw in the chat, someone was saying, I remember the bat farming parties in Garland Citadel. This is the path to the Citadel. Each one of these zones has a dungeon next to it, so the Saramog campaign, it has Garland Citadel. If you go to Battaglia Downs, that has the Necropolis. I don't remember what it's called. And if you go to Rolandberry Fields, you go to the Crawler's Nest. And this was where you'd level up to... This was... After you did... You'd go to Utunga Jungle for 25. You'd then go into... Yotar Jungle, which was the next area over. You went there until 32. And then you went to Garland Citadel from 32 to 36, I think. Where'd you go? I'm trying to remember where you went after that. No one really went to the Necropolis. Hang on a second. We want to get that book while we're here, so we're able to warp back into this area eventually. Oh, yeah, we can't actually do that yet because we'd have to go inside Garland Citadel to go in, and then we have to come back out at the exit, and that's how you get to that one. So we'll have to get that one at a later point because we can't traverse these cliffs. At least not in the way that we want to. So, and I'm not going to go hauling myself through Garland Citadel at level 20 trying to get that done. You get more acquainted with those dungeons because for a lot of the artifact armor that you get between level 50 and 60, you have to go get coffers at some of these dungeons to get gear that will then let you go on. And see, we've found our next, the third Beastmaster group, the Yagudos. Bird-like humanoids. Now, while we're out here, we're going to head over to the Meritov Mountains. And from the Meritov Mountains, I believe that's the zone that also has the last crag. So we'll also potentially do that. So then we have all the crags, because we do have to visit all the crags for Chains of Promathia, and having them activated is just smart. So yeah, if you started in Windhurst, this would be the section of the world you would get first acquainted with. Field manual. The survival guides are the ones that we want to have actually, so. Okay. So, now we're in the Meritov Mountains. Castle Stroja is the big layout for the big lair for the Yagudo. And we need to go into Tarongi Canyon. Yeah, I think one of the biggest hurdles in this game originally was just traversal. Because mounts were were very limited in such ways, but all that stuff. By the way, hello, Tallow. Nice to see you again. Okay, items again. Nope, silent oil first. And our prism powder. And chat, the reason why we do the sneaking first is because if we go invisible first, and then we use another item, the invisibility wears off. So, invisibility has to come last. Okay. Now, we do have the crane flies in this area that we fight to get the Gosbit wildgrass. However, we're going to go a little further, and we're going to follow our way all the way over to Tarongi Canyon and get the crag crystal, because then we have it. Okay, there is a book here. Come up here and go... Turn invisibility off. Don't want the field manual, actually. We want the survival guide. Okay. Now we want to use the prism powder again. Looks like someone else is potentially here to try and get the Gosbit wildgrass. That's okay. Now, after we get our mount, the next thing that we can do is we can go to Quiffum Island and I think probably unlock teleports to there. And then we will probably head back to Sandoria to do nation stuff. But the next big milestone is getting to level 30. Once we get to level 30, then we can unlock some more things. We can start unlocking all the advanced all the extra advanced jobs that came with that are available. So Paladin, Dark Knight, Samurai, Ninja, all those could all be made available. I'm going to do something a little different in terms of gathering jobs. I'm not going to unlock new jobs until I'm going to play them, because there is a story that comes with them for unlocking the jobs. The base 6 don't have a starting story because they were the base 6. But my thought is that as I get going, Red Mage is the only one that I'm going to really worry about leveling right now until I get to 50 and start getting the limit break ones done. Once I hit 50, I'm going to at least get up to 60 and then level stuff up to 50 probably. But I'll do that all off stream, because I don't need to bore you guys with that. But in case, like, if I go unlock Paladin, I will then go play Paladin until I get it to level 50 to 60, getting the artifact armor and stuff like that. At some point, once I get to higher levels, I will need to go back and start looking for magic I have not gotten. I always thought this was weird. This giant crag thing that goes to Castle, goes over to Castle Oz. It just is floating like a giant spine over the pathway. The crags were something special, and that they do take part in the story. So we'll get to that. And now you start seeing beastmen with elementals and stuff with them. I believe they're summoners. If they have an elemental with them, they are a summoner. I think that's something interesting that they did with this game as well. Well, they didn't really do it with 14, but it's kind of there. But it's very prevalent in 11. All of the Beastmasters that you fight, they all have a job. And it's the same kind of jobs you can get. You find red mages, you find warriors, you find rangers, you find summoners, you find white mages, you find scholars and stuff like that. Now, how people determined what the jobs were, I'm not sure how quite they did that, but some of them do use abilities like other jobs, so the assumption is made that they're like that. So if an orc grappler or something uses like berserk or something like that, it's seen as a warrior. Though I want to say that if you got the Scholar, doesn't Scholar have a job ability that allows you to like scan and just like scan a target? I'm trying to remember if that's right. I don't think that's true. Maybe I'm getting confused with something different. I want to say that there is a job where you're able to actually see the stats of a creature, but maybe that's a different Final Fantasy. Because I know there's other. I know that you can get scan in other Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy VI. Back to why we're traveling back to the canyon. Once we get to the next area, once we get more of the survival guides, we're able to warp between zones specifically. So, because the survival guides are basically the home points of battle areas, of places outside of cities. So, and now that I got that mission done, it's going to be a lot cheaper to actually warp with survival guides and stuff. And I'll steadily be building up those tabs and stuff that I can use. So that also will be beneficial. Yeah, we're going to run out of stuff shortly, but we're also going to exit the area shortly. So good. Eventually, I'll have every book and every home point grabbed, so I'm just able to warp to wherever I need to go, which will be very, very nice. At some point, I'll have to go through the macro books and kind of reorganize them to work with being on a controller or something like that. I also set up these macros a decade ago, so they're not exactly in the best locations. They were just kind of where I thought I should organize them. All right. Another field manual. Now, how far did I have to get into the canyon before I could? Because the crags are usually in the middle. Downloading. Oh yeah, it's right there. Not far at all. Now, let's do a quick look-see and see what the enemy level is. Because I might have to sneak up again. We'll have to take a look. This should be the equivalent of going to, like, Lathine Plateau or Haunted Highlands, which I'm over-leveled for, so shouldn't have an issue here. Easy prey. So I can still get grabbed, but I'm going to be able to take care of myself. So. This is where we see the wild damels. And I'm trying to remember, there was an item that I think you have to get it at some point, but there's an item you have to get from the wild damels. You have to get, like, the damel spit or something like that. I'm trying to remember. Because there is another quest where you have to get the crab apron and the magic skull and stuff again, but you have to get 3 other items as well. And it's for something. I can't remember what it is for. Something fairly important. Was it for the Gobby Back, maybe? Okay, got this telepoint here now. Okay. That's a field manual. It's not what I need. Oh, the book was right back at the beginning, which I completely missed. Yeah, so let's see. The key items. Yeah, so Hala, Dem, and Mia. So if I keep going down, I'll end up in East Saruta Baruta, and then that will lead me to Windhurst. So I'll be making that trip at some point. I'll also be making the trip to Bastock at some point. Well, get those cities unlocked, and then I can travel to all the 3 nations. I'll be wonderful. Okay, time to get us some gauze-bit grass. Okay, cool. Activate that. Teleportation assistance. Now, if I want to select to... it's Argano. Of mountains. I will travel using some tabs. Because now the prices are cheaper. Originally it was 50. It is now just 10. So, now we're back in this location. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple things here. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get 4 of these, so let's activate some of these objectives. Combat in this area. Enemies. New spoils. Region. Value downs. Mountains. Here we are. Okay. Let's go ahead and summon a couple trusts. Okay, white scan. Crane flies. Raise numbers around here. Let's go find them. Okay. Insect wing and wind crystal. So, let's go ahead and talk this. Crack this open. What do we got? An ether? Oh, we can take the ether. Extra quests, an objective, combat, spoils, wind. Yes. And insect wings. Oh, come on. I knew insect wing was in here, wasn't it? I could have sworn it was in here. Maybe it isn't. Anyway. Okay. We want to avoid the boggarts if we can. Boggarts would be a little nasty. Okay, there we go. Who knows? This might take a little bit of time getting these, but that's just what it takes these days. Okay. Now, while I'm here, items. Trust. I'm actually going to spawn another. Because I can. Now we're a group of 5. Unfortunately, on this map, the path thing also causes issues at times. Oh, nice. So, Kotada is a Corsair who rolled stuff, so our attack and range attacks are enhanced, and the amount of experience points earned is increased, which is great. Apparently, he will do that if you have any kind of experience bonus going, which I do have going, so that's wonderful. Sealing a treasure chest. Ah. The Panama Alao. It's the Pamama Alao. That gets me some region. We'll go ahead and grab that again. So we have 20 minutes now of region. That's even more favorable. Go ahead and grab that, but we're also going to grab the Goblin Ambusher too. There is a clump of grass. 1 of 4. Nice. Gotta level up. And what did we get? Okay. Special bonus for your valiant efforts. You have been rewarded the following. 12 apple pies. Sweet. I don't even know what the apple pies do. They're sweet, so I assume that they're going to be... Ooh! Very nice. Extra MP, some intelligence, 1 point less of agility, but that's a fair trade. Not trying to dodge anything, so... Wonderful. We will use that food. So now we have some stat buff. We have a remedy. We also have a bottle of Catholicon. Okay, now. On to more of the flies. Looks like there's a couple back here. Ooh. Does feel nice to be back in the game and getting some stuff done. Guess we could also go further into the map and see if we could find a stronger, a bigger concentration of the flies. Oh, there's a few of them up there. This wide scan is so nice to have. I'm glad they actually expanded it so everybody has access to the job, because everybody has access to that. It's awfully nice. That's 2 of 4. Halfway there. Ah, got bust. Got an Aether 2. An Aether plus 3. Nice. The temporary items were also really nice to have because you could find you can find things like you can find remedies and you can find potions that will help you. You lost them if you left the area, but they were great for if you were farming. I think the only sad thing is that only you can use them. You can't apply them to anybody. That's 3. We're getting close. Okay, we'll start heading back down along this way. I'm back here, Mr. Cranefly. Oh, also concealing a chest, but not the one we want. Ah, and there we go. Fantastic. We got what we needed. Okay, Juno. Rulude Gardens. That's what we needed. Okay. Okay, now back to this quest. Chocobo's wounds. Okay, so apparently at this point, you have to wait like a full minute. So, quick check here. We're going to go to Juno. Actually, not Juno. Where are we going to be going? Quiffum. Here we are. So, Quiffum Island. So, you'll actually start down there. Grand Duke of Juno. And then you will actually work your way up through the challenge until you get up to the exposed area, and then we will work our way over to the home point there and the book, and that will be our leveling up area for a good chunk of time, actually. So, not sure if it will happen this time around. This looks a little wary of you. But this one's different. Oh, so Brutus put me up to one that won't actually take my... Gee. Anyway. Now let's see. According to this guide... Okay. So after I get this one, I'll get a Chocobo license, which allows me to ride Chocobos. So I'll be able to get Chocobos. They then enhance it with a quest afterwards that you can do that'll actually give you mounts. Now, it won't be a Chocobo mount, it will be a Raptor mount that we unlock, but I'm okay with that. Once we do this, then we're able to go get other mounts that we can access and That'll be kind of fun too. Oh, we got a twin stone earring. Nice. Let's see. Actually, hold on a second. The equipment. Level 24 of all jobs. Okay. None of my jobs are level 24, so it's not viable anymore. Ah, here we go. He still looks slightly uncomfortable with you, but it looks like he eats it. Well, look what we have here. He's already munching away. Looks like he's almost ready. Right when I thought I lost you, I find your sorry face here. Who the heck are you? It ain't polite to barge into a chocobo corral, partner. Don't talk like that to me, thief. I'm here to take back what's rightfully mine. We don't house thieves here, mister, and I don't recall taking anyone's property. This chocobo belongs to me. Can't you see the brand? Now give him back. Wait, that means... Master, come quickly. Mister, you may be a chocobo handler, but I reckon you handle them roughly. So, you got a problem with that? Spoils your animals and they'll never obey. Still gotta still them with fear. I mean, come on. They're just animals. You eat meat, don't you? Don't lecture me over what I do with them. Come on, let's go. Lay off, mister. You're scaring him. Yeah? Well, that's because you spoiled him rotten. I'll be back with what's mine. You mark my words. Kind of scum is the worst. Oh, well. This doesn't really concern you. So look, kiddo, you got talent. This birdie here almost yours. Keep up the good work, okay? Oh, that brute doesn't scare me. Anyway, look at you. The master said you've got talent. I'm so jealous. So if I go into my items... It's a little bit more. Thanks to you, he's eating more, and his feathers have a healthier glow. So, I've already gotten a couple things. So I've gotten Fast Cast, Magic Defense, Magic Attack, Resist Petrify. Job abilities, I don't think I've gotten anything other than my special, which is Chain Spell. Weapon skill, I've gotten a little bit. Range attack is random. There's Mount, which we'll get in a minute. And pet commands are for Beastmaster for the most part, so... So, once you get the Chocobo license, then you can go to any place that has a Chocobo stable like this. You run in, you talk to one of these, and then you're on the Chocobo. It's a single-use thing. It's a single-use thing, though. You run the Chocobo, you run out to wherever you needed to go, and then you got off the Chocobo, and they just ran off. Like Final Fantasy VI. He's eating joyfully. Ha! I've never heard him squeal so happily. Okay, just another minute. And then we'll talk to, Mapitoto, this guy over here, in the Chocobo suit. Actually looks really, really cute. But he will start our mount quest. So there's a bunch of different things you can do for mounts. I do wonder what you have to do to get your own Chocobo as a mount. Here, let's just go take a look at mounts. Ah, personal chocobo. Here we are. First, trade an egg to the appropriate official, one of the 3 starting nations, vendors, or battlefields. You have to obtain from egg to a chocobo. There's care plans. Yeah, I remember getting a chocobo was just a nightmare, honestly. Yeah, you can personalize it, so you can make it some different colors and stuff like that. We're not going to worry about that for a long time. Okay, that's enough time. Wow, looks like he's used to you now. Good job. Now you're a qualified chocobo rider. Now that you can read animals' minds, maybe you can become a beastmaster. Of course, I can't teach you how. You'll just have to practice. Rest is up to you, kiddo. For now, take this to the stables. Master sure was profound talking about reading their minds. At least we know the last owner didn't have that gift. Okay, got a chocobo license. Babu! Objective list. Does a new one pop up tutorial-wise? Doesn't look like it. That's okay. So we do have some ones that I'll want to do at some point. Obtain an alter ego in Bastok and Windhurst. Unlocking the other jobs. We'll probably do that next stream. I'll need to take a look into the Mog House exits and stuff like that. So, we'll get there eventually. Inventory expansion, weapon skills, that's right. Oh, boo. Looks like I'll have to go and do that now. Oh, I already got it. Fantastic. Rescue drill. Okay, good. Now. Oh, how I yearn for the ability to work in peace and quiet, free of this horrible facial constraint. Ah, you over there. I bet you know your way around chocobo riding, don't you? I've got a ways to go. Oh, come now. Humility doesn't suit you. Give me just a moment. Give me a second here. I want to mark this off my list. Chocobo wounds. Now all we have to do is wait, Taru, and darn it all. Ugh. Every time they see me, they try to bite my nose off like it's some little whittle sausage. You see, that's why I got this mask. Ah, here we go. While Vanadilians have long since mastered the art of taming the chocobo, a few of us have been working on domesticating some more exotic beasts. We think we finally stumbled upon something, but we're loath to release it upon the populace without taking it for a test drive, and that's where adventurers come in. We figured out that if chocobos can run fast, then how about some muscular raptors? We've been toiling day and night, but it's hard to get them to obey anyone other than their handler-wandler. And this cute little thing here is no different, Taru. That's where you come in. We want her to get used to being around people of all sorts. So I propose a little deal. If you take her around Battaglia Downs, then I'll give you this whistle as a little present, Taru. That's as good a deal as any, I'll say. Sure, sounds fun. Whee! Finally, someone said yes! Okay, you put your hands here, and your feet here. Okay, I'm on the raptor. Picture for her perfect, Taru. Now be a doll, would you, and open up your map of Battaglia Downs. Now, see these 8 Taru spots I've marked? They're a location within the Downs that I need you to visit. There's a few hollows there, you see. And in those halls, I've left some of the erstwhile companion's favorite treats for you to give to her. If you'll forgive the saying, you'll have her eating out of your hands. But 8 spots is a trifle much, So let's cut it down to 5. That should be enough to make her cuddle up to you like a puppy. And when you're done with that, I need you to go over here. My good friend Cirilla will be waiting for you at the return that raptor. Like I just said, sometimes our friend here can be less than cooperative. She can get tired, or is better to say sick of it, and slow down, and may even wake you off her back. But she's a sucker for encouragement, so if that happens, just cheer her up. Another thing, she'll go bolting off home if you dismount. So if that happens, just wamble your way back here. Have a safe trip. Okay. So apparently this quest is annoying, according to the guide, so... Have you not done it before? I have no idea. Well, this is awfully whimsical music. Oh, Raptor's food. Raptor food. Here we are. Overcome the munchies. Saber-tooth tigers. Whew. Motivation's going down a little bit. That's okay. I like the music. Oh, there's one of the airships off on the left. Oh, bad girl. Come on. Oh, this is too far, I think. We'll turn to the left here. So we gotta get up. There it is. Oh, we're so close. Oh, I think I'm transferring my pep into the motivation, more or less. Oh, we're so close. Okay, meet up with Cirilla. Turn to the right and head for the wall. Atta girl, nearly done, nearly done. Come on. Yay, I got that in my first try. Expertly done. Never have I seen anyone mount a raptor with such aplomb. And I dare say I never will again. Skill is so impressive, in fact, that I'll let this one take you all the way back to Juno. Nice. I didn't want to have to warp my way back. You see, our current research involves not only training the raptors in following commands of the common man, but also in having them reach their destinations without any input from their masters. I'll use my link pearl to appraise Mopototo of the situation so she can prepare you a suitable reward for you. Have a safe journey back. And we're back in Juno. Fantastic. Do 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 do. Look who made it back, and no worse for the wear. A deal's a deal. With this trainer's whistle, you should be able to call your raptor to your side anywhere out in the field. Don't give me that dirty look. This one is a little bit more docile than the one I had you take around Battaglia Downs. To write a mount, just select Mount from the Abilities submenu. The trainer's whistle is a bit special because it can produce all manner of lovely sounds. If you come across a chocobo whistle in your travels, would you mind showing it to me? I can register it in your trainer's whistle. And if you wumble upon an item known as an astral notebook, then I can register that too. Chocobo whistles and items with a with a note can be used to obtain new mounts by trading them to Mapitoto. Feel free to do so right away. Note that chocobo whistles will not be consumed in the process. And while I have you here, the Raptor Waptor you took after could always use some more training. I don't think I could provide you with any more rewards, so it's really up to you. But it would really be quite booned for me. Yay! So, I obtained key items. So, chocobo license. License valid until the end of time. I love that they have to put that. Okay, and there's our trainer's whistle. This whistle enables the bearer to call forth their trusty steed, or its equivalent, to their side. Once properly registered, the adventurer will be able to ride the mount of their choice. Raptor Companion. Register permitting the bearer to ride a ferocious raptor. So I can't wear it inside towns and cities and stuff, but out in the world? Absolutely. And that might actually be beneficial for us going all the way out to Quiffum Island. So fantastic. Got that done. Okay. The next thing to do, I think, is to get to rank 3. Get to rank 3 as well as leveling character. So, but now that I have a mount, that's even easier to do. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to travel to Quiffum Island and get that unlocked. So I have that available for me for leveling. Travel to a home point. Juno. Port Juno. We want to do the entrance. Nope, we want to do the Mog House. I'm also going to look into getting the getting the quest on those Mog House quests, then we have them available. Even though they're not as useful as they used to be, they're still going to be useful. So, I also want to check off here. In Upper Juno, I had the quest for full speed ahead. Mounts unlocked. That one is now done. Fantastic. Okay. Oh my gosh, so many people. Actually, a little unnerving. So you walk all the way down here. There's a munitions Moogle. Tell me about the service. I'm pleased to announce that we've come up with a way for you to retrieve specific ammunition storage items that you have previously lost. But one time only. If you want to retrieve one of said items, all you need to do is trade me the corresponding weapon. Please keep in mind that this is a one-time only service per weapon. There will be no second retrieval process available. Please note that the system is specific to the ammunition storage items, and you will not be able to retrieve a discarded weapon itself. Huh. I wonder what that is. I don't know. Okay, now we're in Quiffum Island. Now we need to go to our abilities. Mount. Raptor. So we're hoping to just kind of rush past everything and get ourselves out there. Running out here to do parties and stuff back in the day was always annoying, because you had to get your way past all the enemies here because none of them mattered. The dancing weapons were always nasty and were never fun to have around. Because the dancing weapons would always attack a party, and they had some nasty abilities for the time, so it's never fun to get out here. I think we're actually getting close to being done with the stream for today. On Thursday, we'll come back to this. I will have leveled up some stuff, but we're going to unlock some more things, get some more timers going, all that jazz. And we will kind of continue on with leveling as well as doing mission stuff. So. And here we are. Now. Field manual. We're going to keep working our way over to where we need to go. This will make this so much easier traveling to other locations. Now, I've been into areas where stuff is around my level. I would assume that I'm more or less safe on a mount. But I would like to double check that because I'd like to make sure that I'm not running into... Because I can't imagine being invincible on a mount. I probably can still get attacked and stuff. I can only imagine. Okay. Now there's going to be a portal over here. Uh-huh. That portal. Undulating confluence. Dismount. Yes. Okay, we've got a home point now. Wonderful. Gonna run over and we're gonna go grab that field manual. And here's the Gigas. More weapons and stuff like that. And more players. More people are leveling up. Nice to see. Oh, that was lovely. There's a field manual here, and then there is also the survival guide. So now we have a way to warp out to here. Wonderful. Fantastic. Okay, so having done that, we didn't actually start up a mission, which I'm very surprised by. Normally, when you walked into Quiffum Island, you originally unlocked the start of a mission somewhere. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Chains of Promathia you started it. But they clearly changed things around. So, the next Rhapsodies of Vana'diel, I don't do until I get rank 3 in my home nation. I do have the... It looks like... So I'll do rescue training next time, which is from Sandoria. Fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and run back. Well, do we want to? Yeah, we'll go ahead and head back. Now, I do recognize that. Transcendental Radius, I believe that is the portal you take to go fight Shinryu, which is the end of the Abyssia stuff, I think? I don't remember, but it was a big boss, and I remember playing it a couple times, and I played as Monk, because Monk had the highest HP at the time. Okay. Back to Sandoria. Back to our entrance, I believe. Wonderful. Made so much progress today. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Woohoo! Okay, we are working our way up. So next time when we get in here, I will have leveled up some more probably. No guarantees. I might not have been able to do that in time. We'll see. And we will finish up doing Sandoria. We'll get up to Sandoria rank 3. as well as a couple other things, and we'll continue on doing stuff like that. So I will see you guys here next Thursday for that. Tomorrow we will be playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. Kind of depending on how I'm feeling. Last time we played, we did a lot of Starship stuff. I don't know if I'll keep doing Starship stuff, if we might get back into playing land battles again. We'll mix it up. Oh, how about this? You guys come join me in chat and you decide what I do. How about that? If we do halvesies, if we do alternates, whatever. Anything would be appreciated. It all is progress, all that good stuff. So, one way or another, we will get back into it. So, I hope I will see you guys there. And I hope you still have a good week. As far as I know, I have nothing scheduled work-wise, but I am kind of on call for if my area manager messages me. So, I will let you guys know about anything like that. I need to get a update on Charlie, see how he's doing. I saw him. When did I see Charlie? I think I briefly saw him. It would have been last Sunday. It would have been the Sunday before last, wouldn't it? I think so. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it a whole lot. I get excited about this game. I do. It's one of these things like, I want to play that game, but I have to hold off until stream. So now I have enough excuse. Now I can go level up characters and stuff like that. Once we get to level 30, we will go trigger some stuff. We will get some things going, get some timers going and stuff, so then they are available to us in the future. I know the one thing that got mentioned I need to do, let's see. Starting off some timers. So there is the Mog Garden, which I never touched before. I will look into the Mog Garden. I will start the Abyssia storyline, which will be a Port Juno thing. That will get the Traverser Stone accumulation timer, and those are what's needed to get into Abyssia, I believe. So we'll get that started, and then we'll get that started next time. Well, once I get 30. Once I get to 30, then we'll start it up. We'll also get the Mog exit quest done. We'll probably go get a Mog sack from the Artesian Moogles, and that is yet another piece of storage. And then we'll probably go around getting a couple more trusts. You can get one from each of Windurst and Bastok. So we will make those trips, unlock those cities, and have those available to us. Then we have traversal of all of Quan and Medardia, more or less. At least the main big areas. We will then work our way up into other areas of stuff. We're not going to worry about unlocking more jobs until we get stuff unlocked by itself. I probably will hold off unlocking jobs until we actually get through and start getting to like the higher levels and breaking through like the limit breaks and stuff like that. Because once you get yourself up to like level 99, that's when the real game kind of starts, you know. The equivalent, I would guess, I would say is probably, if you did the equivalent of Final Fantasy XIV, it sounds like, and this is just my observation, it feels like once you hit level 99, that's like starting Shadowbringers 5.0. That's when the game starts getting really good, you know. And that's when we'll get into other stuff, but then I'll get around to leveling jobs. When we do Artifact Quest, I'll do that on stream. We will get more trusts done. We'll work on quests when they pop up. All kinds of stuff. Some of the jobs I'm interested to get back into again. So yeah, we will work on doing that stuff once we get further up. So I kind of have an idea of where we're going to be progressing to. I don't know how far we'll stretch this. My main idea was to go through all the storylines at a minimum. Doing all the storylines, unlocking all the jobs, playing through the jobs. Some of the jobs have a lot more prep that they need to be done than others. The mages are kind of in the middle ground because you have to get your spells as well as leveling up weapons. once you get high enough and you've gotten all the spells and stuff, it's far easier. Blue Mage by itself is a whole nother beast that's going to get the spells, and that can take a while. But yeah. We will go and get those, and then we can do missions. And it's just leveling things up and getting going, and I'm just going to keep following this list more or less to kind of show what you do for that. So, I am more likely to keep an eye on where it wants me to go leveling, and at some point, we will have to go through missions. So, and the plan is to do the expansions in order. So we will do Rise of the Zalart. We will then do Chains of Promathia. We'll then do Otter Gone. We'll do Wings of the Goddess. And then we'll do Seekers of Adeline and so on and so forth. So the highest level stuff probably won't happen for much later. But yeah, that's much further down the road. And getting around to like level 60 is kind of the main goal right now. And it looks like there's stuff that I'm able to kind of do that won't require me to go to... that won't require me going to Otter Gone just yet. So for our first job, we'll probably stay in the main Vana'diel maps. And then as we go through the missions and unlock things, then we'll unlock and level jobs from there. But like I said, we'll get there at some point. Anyway, I've blathered on enough. I'm ready to let you guys go. So Thursday, when we come back to this, we're going to work on more Sandoria quest stuff. I'm going to level up in the meantime, probably. If I don't, then we'll level up in the next mission, because I want to get higher level. I kind of dragged my feet since last stream of leveling things up, because I didn't want to miss anything important necessarily. So we'll get into that. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Star Wars Battlefront 2. Until then, I wish you well, and I hope you take care. See you tomorrow.